Dana O'Brien, CFRB Radio. Mr. Farrakhan, you said that you didn't come here to offend any laws or any group. Is this a departure in your approach? Have you changed your approach? Because in the past you have offended groups and laws.
You know, here in these so-called offenses, you must put it in context. Most of you in the media seem to think this is a one-sided affair. And I think you're being very unfair to me, and you're capitulating to forces that are anti-Farrakhan when it was not I who attacked the group. It was they who attacked me when I was appealing for peace and dialogue over the Jesse Jackson campaign. And it was I who was labeled a black Hitler. And I took offense at those words, and that's when I would say the argument heated up between us. When I went to New York in 1985, and over 25,000 people appeared at Madison Square Garden, I never spoke one word to the media. Mayor Koch, who is Jewish, called me a devil, called me a Hitler. And the media pumped it up day after day after day, just like they did here before I spoke a word. So now when I defend myself against such attacks and point out the error in those who attack me vis-a-vis the relationship between blacks and Jews, all of a sudden now they have done nothing. They have said nothing. And I'm the one that has to apologize. And when I don't come crawling on my knees as all of you do when they charge you with anti-Semitism, then now I am the fella that's the culprit. For instance, I mentioned last night, if the law says that I am not permitted to utter hateful speech against any group or any person willfully, what has been written of me willfully? What is the real truth? Why should I be blocked from coming into a country because somebody said I am a hate monger? Did you hear me? Do you know me? But because the power of the group is reflected in the media and in the society, then I come as the bad fella. See? So I don't appreciate that. Not at all. And if you are fair-minded, you shouldn't appreciate it either. But of course, the question is, who is fair today? When a black man stands up to speak his mind, he's not afraid, he's unfettered, all of a sudden, white folk get frightened because you don't control me. And that's what's wrong in the society. You can't write what you really think. You can't say what you really feel if your editors don't like what you say. And there's too much fear, and this is what's driving the world, in my judgment, to hell. And I refuse to bow to that. But I'm a human being, and if they can show me where I am in error over anything I said, not what they allege that I said, but over what I said, then I am a humble person who will apologize to them, not in secret, but I'll go in the forum where I have made the error. But how can you show me where I have erred if you refuse to even talk with me? And that no-talk policy, which was the policy between the members of the Jewish community or leadership and Arafat. Now you're talking with Arafat over rivers of blood. Thanks be to God, there is no blood between us and the Jewish community. So why not sit down? I'm not going to go away. And God forbid that some foolish person attempts to take my life because the media has projected me as some horrible fellow, and then somebody thinks they're doing God a favor by removing me, then you're going to have to deal with the consequences of that, not only from the people, but from God. So I think you should be fair. If you really think I'm that, then say it. But if somebody else is influencing you to say that, then you should look to the other side and give some balance here. I have a side to this story. You never heard me. You get a 30-second bite on television. That is not me. You get a little dossier from the ADL, which literally takes my words out of context, even twists them to make a point. And it is this that is sent to the immigration authorities to keep me out of a country. I haven't broken any laws in the United States of America. I'm nearly 64 years old, and I have never been arrested in my life for any crime. Why shouldn't I be allowed to come into this country and speak to my people and your people if your people would wish to hear what I have to say? That is wrong. That is wrong. And I can't go along with that. Thank you for your question.